Imagine an elite army of women so fearsome, European colonizers called them Amazons. But these weren't mythical, they were real. They were the Agoji, the all-female warriors of the Kingdom of Dahomey, in what is now modern-day Republic of Benin. Formed as early as the 17th century and rising to prominence by the 18th, the Agoji weren't palace guards. They were the frontline military force, trained to kill, to defend, and to never retreat. They lived in royal barracks, took vows of celibacy, and were considered the king's wives in name only, making their loyalty unquestionable and their independence unmatched. Their origin is often linked to Queen Hangbe, was a woman who served as the regent of the Kingdom of Dahomey for a brief period before Agaja came to power in 1718. But under King Gizo, the Agoji became a formalized force, one that could number up to 8,000 women. They trained with muskets, machetes, and hand-to-hand combat. In 1851, one of their legendary leaders, Seh-Dong-Hong-Beh, led a massive assault against the Egba fortress of Abeokuta to obtain slaves from the Egba people for the Dahomey slave trade. The battle was brutal, and while they didn't win, the sheer force of their charge became folklore. European observers were stunned by their discipline and fierceness. The French, during the Dahomey-French Wars in the late 19th century, called them incredibly brave but terrifying. Though the Agoji were officially disbanded after French colonization, their legacy lives on. They inspired the Dora Milaje and Black Panther and were the central story behind the Woman King. They weren't just warriors, they were a symbol of resistance, of sisterhood, of power in a world that underestimated them. Their blood, their bravery, their legacy still echo in our stories, in our screens, and in the spirit of women who refuse to be silenced. So the next time someone tells you African women were only victims of history, tell them about the Agoji. Tell them about Dahomey. And make sure they never forget. For more buried stories they never wanted you to remember, subscribe to Lost History.